Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Bay Area Sports Afternoon Day. My name was Mauricio Stillman. Today is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021, with my special welcome in, Mr. Austin Welch. Say hello, Austin Welch.
Hello, everybody. My name is Austin Roach, and please welcome to the Bay Area Sports Day. What is number one to talk about?
Number one, the Giants and the Padres are going on right now in the last of the second inning right now. Tell us. Talk about game one and game two last. Game one or two tonight and game two for last night. And then final game of the series. Tell us about that.
All right. Well, we have the San Francisco Giants. We won the first two games so far, 65 in game one, and then 8-6 for game two from last night. Great way to do it. It was a good job with the starting pitching, with the bullpen, and also with the offense with the bats. Nice job. But right now we have a day game is on right now. We are losing in the second inning 4-0 right now. But I hope the San Francisco Giants will come back from behind. I hope so. I hope we do. We need to get those. We need to get those bats going, and then we'll go from there if we can pull it off with the bats. That is the main key. If we're gonna win games, get the bats going. And that is about it.
That's why you're number one for you this weekend, Giants and the Wonkies, the final World Series of the year. 3 in Colorado, and then 6 more at home next week.
Yes. So that right there, what Mauricio just said is what is going to happen for the San Francisco Giants. We are going to be taking on the Rockies. We are going to be taking on Colorado. Right now, they are taking on the Dodgers right now. So we are keeping update of that game. And on top of that, we have to, because we are neck to neck with the because right now we are neck to neck with the LA Dodgers in the NL West. We'll see, can the Giants will pull this off for this season. We'll see if we can come back in the game today. And also we will get that 100 win. And then we will do good. We'll do our best. We need the Giants to be that talented, to be that good, to be the best. What we need to do it now. All we have to do is just get the bats going early. Great starting pitching, the bullpen, the base running, everything. That will be the case right there. We need right now, more important is just win the games. We're right now we're down by 10 games left. Right now we are down with 10 more games in the regular season right now. Can the San Francisco Giants will go all the way for this season? Let's keep our fingers crossed. If if we if we can, and then that will be it.
Right. That's the Giants time number one. Oakland A's number two. It's 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth.
Okay. Well, the Oakland A's needs to get after. See, well, the Oakland A's needs to get after Seattle with their bats going early, with the great starting pitching, with the base running, and also with the and and also and and also with the ball pit coming in through. And then they will pull off a great win. And then that's gonna be it for the Oakland A's, what they need to do.
All right. We'll see the A's and the Astros. The last weekend at homestand for 2021. The last homestand of the year for this weekend. So that's the baseball talk. Number two change. So that's the baseball talk. So now the football talk. Upcoming this weekend.
All right. Well, for the upcoming games for the NFL, we have our Las Vegas Raiders is on at 1:05 afternoon, taking on the Miami Dolphins. We'll see if Derek Carr has it. We'll see if Derek Carr has it in him for taking down Miami, and also for the Raiders defense. Will they do their part and make it good? Great ball. Offense and defense. Get after Miami. Get that ball. Let's win the game for the Raiders. Can they make it 3-0 for this season? I hope so. Let's do it. Keep our fingers crossed. Can the Raiders make it 3-0 for 2021 season for taking down Miami Dolphins? That we'll see and find out. And then and for the next YouTube videos, we will tell you what took place in that game. And also that goes the same for the 49ers game. It's on Sunday night on at 5:20. The first home opener for this season for the Niners taking on the Green Bay Packers. It is going to be a good one. Can Nick Bosa and D Ford get after Aaron Rodgers early? Let's do it. And also for my pick for that game, we want the 49ers to beat and to defeat Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. We want the 49ers to take down Green Bay. Can they make it 3-0, back-to-back wins for the Niners? They are at home for this 2021 season, taking on Green Bay. Can the Niners make it 3-0? That is all we're asking for. 3-0 to start out the season. To start out the season with. We want the 49er offense. Be really good. Be really talented. Give the ball to George Kittle. Give the ball to Kyle Juszczyk. Give the ball to Daniel Samuel. Can the Niners do it at home? Taking on Green Bay. Don't miss it. It's on at 5. It is on at 5:20. We want Nick Bosa and also D Ford on defense. Get after Aaron Rodgers early in the game. Onto each and every move, each and every play. Get to him. Get to him. I know what John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan is thinking about for making its 49ers going after and taking down Green Bay for the first home opener in 2021 season. Let's go Niners. Let's get the offense going. Let's get the defense going. Get after that ball. Let's beat Green Bay cheeseheads. That is all what they are. Bunch of cheeseheads for the Packers. Let's beat them. Let's beat them so bad and let's knock them out. Now that right there is good football. Good football to talk about. Let's beat Green Bay. Let's beat Aaron Rodgers. Let's get after them early. If we do, 3-0 to start off 3-0 to start out the season. Let's do it for the Niners and also for the Raiders taking down Miami and the Niners taking down Green Bay. Let's go. And that will be it to it.
Okay. Yes, that was great. Raiders Dolphins, 105 kick on Sunday, and the Niners the Packers Sunday night football is the home opener opening night. 5:20 kick.
Yeah.
How about that?
And that is about it.
That's about it from baseball talk to football talk.
And I also want to leave a shout out to Nick and to I do want to leave a shout out to Nick and to Nick and to Jake and also to Manning because I always shout you out I always shout you out into all of the videos, and we are going to continue to do so. So leave a shout out to Nick, to Jake, and to Manny. I hope you're doing good. Like seriously, I hope you're doing good. Make sure you tune in to Mauricio Stillman on YouTube to watch Austin Roach and Mauricio talking about what's going on in life about the Bay Area sports. And then that will be it to it. And don't forget, we are not going to leave out the Golden State Warriors because their games is going to be in October, which is coming up real soon. And that is for the NBA. That sport is coming up in next month in October. So we will be talking about the Golden State Warriors real soon. Not quite yet, and not this quite moment, but at some point we will. So we have the Las Vegas Raiders, the San Francisco 49ers, the Oakland A's, the and the San Francisco, the best record in baseball, the San Francisco Giants. And also and of course the Golden State Warriors. We are not going to leave them out. We're going to talk about them. And for the San Jose Sharks hockey, don't forget that team. And then that will be it to it for all. That will be all to it for all of the teams who we go for.
Okay, we'll see. Shots coming, boys basketball is coming this month. We'll talk about that in next month. So
Yes.
meantime, we got Raiders, Niners, Giants, and we got Raiders, Niners, A's, Giants. The best
Yeah.
record. Yes.
Yes, the best. I will say the best team in the MLB with the great team in the great team in the MLB with the best record in baseball. Our first place, orange and black, San Francisco Giants. They need right now. They need to come back in this game to beat San Diego. And then if we do, that will be a great way for going into. That will be a great way to go into Colorado and do the exact same thing for beating the Rockies. We want the Rockies to help us out to beat the Dodgers, and then it's going to be our turn for the Giants to beat the Rockies for I would say for one last time for 2021, and then back into the Bay Area, into San Francisco to, I would say, to take on the Padres again, and also the Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks is not. They are not a good team for this year. They are sitting in last place right now, and they have been for all season long. It happens. Some teams are not perfect in their games. It happens like that. But thank God the San Francisco Giants know better for not being in last place, because we are now on top. We are now in first place with the best record, the best of everything, and we are sticking to it for our orange and black, and then that's gonna be, and that will be to it. Let's hope the San Francisco Giants get back in the World Series for 2021. And also for the 49ers, get back in the Super Bowl for 2021. All they have to do is just win each and every game right now. That goes for the NBA, the MLB, and for the NFL. In those leagues, we want our teams to be good, to get what they need to be, a champion, and that will be it to it.
Okay, so that's it for today. So let's wrap this up.
All right then.
All right, let's wrap this up for this week on Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you for everything this week also was today. thanks for everything for all of us here this week's show. So let's do it all again next week.
Let's do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Let's do it. So we'll see you next week on Tuesdays and Thursday. Make sure you tune in.
Yeah, make sure you tune in and don't miss it on what days? What days to tune in? On Tuesday and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Don't miss us, Nick and Jake and our great buddy Manny. Tune in to watch. And that will be it to it. I am shouting you out into all the videos, and we are going to continue it for every week. And then that will be it to it, you guys. This has been the Bay Area Sports by Austin and Mauricio. You guys have a great day. Let's go Niners. Let's go Raiders. Let's go Golden State Warriors. And for all of the teams, see you next time, everybody.
Until then,
If you love the Bay Area Sports for 2021 and that's 2022 by Austin Roach and by Austin Roach and Mauricio Stillman, leave a shout out to his YouTube channel and to Nick and to Jake and to Manny. And then we will see you in the next video for next week. And see you next time.
okay. All right, you got it. See you next week, Austin Wells. Bye, everyone.
Alrighty.
Later.
Yeah.